All right, well, I'll put that question now to the Indigenous activist and No campaigner Warren Mundine. So that was the question that Stephen asked on the program last hour. Warren, good to see you, by the way. What will the world think? What will we say if this thing doesn't get up the day after?
You know what? The world wouldn't give a bugger. I sit on boards in London and New York and that in business, and they don't even talk about the voice. They don't care. The issue for us is what I'm going to do in the morning afterwards and what the rest of Australia is going to do, and that is that we're going to get up and we're going to go back to work and we are going to get things pumping along. Look, I just find it really bizarre that they just keep on running these negative vibe type things and thinking this is going to be a magic wand, magic wand to fix everything. And that's not working for them. You've seen the polling go from 80% in August last year to 41% yesterday. So that's a drop of nearly 50% of their vote. And to get in that fall, you just keep on going.
Sorry, Warren. Yeah, so I mean, just further to that polling, I was going to ask you about this anyway. I mean, the polling shows that there's a drop-off when it comes to women. There's a huge drop-off, a significant drop-off when it comes to regional areas as well. I mean, what do you put all that down to? And is that a sign of where this thing's heading?
Well, people in regional Australia actually have large Aboriginal populations within their town. So they know what the vibe is as the Yes campaign does. And look, when you look at some of the polling that was done by Get Up, which is not our best friend, they're saying that 25% of Aboriginals are going to vote no. 40% haven't. 45% haven't even heard of it, or have heard of it but don't know what it is. So that's 70% of people out there. So look, we're targeting all Australians. We're out there talking to them. I'm in Adelaide currently at the moment, and I'm giving talks and talking to people, knocking on doors and that. And the response has been really good to us. And look, the Yes campaign have got real problems at the moment. We're already locking in at least 2 states. All we have to do is win one more, and we're working in South Australia and Tasmania and that. I'm going down to Melbourne and with the multicultural communities and migrant communities and mosque and that, and we're going to have conversations there, and I'm going to do the same thing in Sydney over the next few days.
Okay, the No campaign, all pamphlets, the Yes and No pamphlets have just dropped. So when it comes to the No campaign pamphlet, there is the quote there, if you don't know, vote no. What will people learn on your side of the argument?
Well, they learn what we've been doing since 1967. Since 1967 was about equality for Aboriginal people and ending segregation. And within 4 to 5 years, all discriminatory laws had disappeared in the states and territories. There's no law today that's discriminatory. And in fact, when I was a kid in the 60s, the idea of going to university, we didn't even know what a university was it was virtually nil. And so now today you've got thousands of Aboriginal in universities. You've got doctors and lawyers and engineers and people in corporate world and that. You've got the Indigenous economic business strategy, which has now gone to an $8.7 billion industry, and it's moving up into the tens of billions of dollars. You've got 45,000 jobs that come out of that, 37% of them in regional and remote Australia. And of course, 55% of the Australian land mass is now under the hands of Aboriginal people, and I predict it'll be up to about 70% in the next 10 years. So this idea that nothing's happened and nothing's changing is just nonsense. There's a whole lot of good things that happen out there. Right. And the other sort of the Yes campaign is that Aboriginal people haven't got a voice. We've got the coalition of the peaks at the moment who are sitting at national cabinet and at the federal government, and they're advising them. And Pat Turner, who's the chair of that group, is one of the leaders of the Yes campaign. So you sort of wonder, what are these people doing? The issue for us isn't about putting it in the Constitution. Yes, people want to have recognition, and we support that. But this idea of a voice is just a falsehood from the day one.
Have you caught a glimpse of the Yes campaign pamphlet yet? It only just dropped.
Yeah, I have. It's very nice. It's all cuddly little bears, and it's like to me it's like they're saying we've got this magic wand which is going to fix everything. And we just saw recently from the federal government and the Northern Territory Labor government, both Labor governments, when they lifted the bans on alcohol and they got rid of the cashless debit card and the issues and problems that have raised from that. Look, I don't trust them. I always say, if you don't know, vote no. But there's a lot of evidence out there that we are moving forward as one of the most greatest multicultural, multi-faith, multiracial group in the world, and we're doing great things in this country.
Okay. Warren Mundine, good to have you with us. We'll talk to you again soon.
Excellent, mate.